Hyperion Audio presents Bad Habits, Confessions of a Recovering Catholic. Written by Jenny McCarthy. Read by Tavia Gilbert. Includes a Mac and PC compatible PDF of pictures. For Mom and Dad. Not sure if God chose you to be my parents or I chose you, but I will be eternally grateful for the gift of love and faith you instilled in my sisters and me. Well, JoJo could use a little more help, but for the most part, I think you both did an amazing job. Chapter 1. I knew I should have worn underwear to church.
Lord, you are holy indeed, the fountain of all holiness.
Father Colin conducted the service in his usual monotone delivery. He was middle-aged and portly with jiggly jowls. He always wore humongous glasses and bore a strong resemblance to Peter Griffin from Family Guy.
Let your Spirit come upon these gifts to make them holy, so that they may become—
Squeak, squeak. Father Colin stopped mid-prayer as the parishioners looked around. He needn't look at the three altar boys who always stood behind him like the three amigos, except they weren't friends, because they were ass-kissers and not at all mischievous. They were in their early teens and didn't even let out an occasional snicker at deaf Mrs. Connors and her loud farts that managed to slip out at the quietest of times. Squeak, squeak. Father Colin started to look agitated. He took one more scan of the room before continuing.
So that they may become for us the body and blood of our Lord Jesus.
Squeak, squeak. Father Colin's head snapped up, trying to catch the little pissant making the disturbing noise that kept interrupting his 157,000th Mass service. Squeak, squeak.
What is that noise?
Father Colin shouted. Once again, all the parishioners looked around at each other, as if to say, "It's not coming from me." I was 6 years old and sitting with my mom and dad, older sister Lynette, and younger sisters JoJo and Amy. My mother was a hairdresser, so she made sure all of her daughters were coiffed perfectly. We were always dressed beautifully, even though we were poor as shit. We looked like the kids from the show Toddlers and Tiaras. Squeak, squeak.
Sample complete. Ready to continue?